What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. So just want to give my opinion, my reaction to Tesla earnings. Tesla, we're going to go over Tesla and Bitcoin. Let me just start off by saying, so far, nothing this week has happened that we haven't already talked about on Sunday. So if this is your first time seeing it, hit the subscribe button, turn the bells on. On Sunday, I released a video called, it's a stock market expected move, where we talk about what we expect for the week, given the overall markets. We even talked about this week we would have Tesla. Now, this week also priced in a smaller move. It was just weird. Every week we price in, well, not every week, but lately we've been pricing in pretty consistent amounts. And then a week where we got Tesla, Netflix, no real Fed stuff, but we priced in a smaller move. And so to me, that's what we're talking about. Don't be surprised if everything does exactly what Tesla did, tonight. Pushes up, doesn't stick, comes back down. Before I get ahead of myself, let me just look at Netflix actually held. A little bit down, a little bit back up. Not bad. Let's see if it holds for the week. Getting back to Tesla, we saw the reaction. So joking around in a different chat, we were guessing our earnings estimate. I think Tesla was estimated like $1.97, something like that. I guess 207 per share. Actual came out 227. Yeah, reported 227. Oh, so estimate $1.81. Surprise. Anyway, did surprise to the upside. As far as my plays go, Tesla is my number one position, and I just didn't want to go into this particular earnings without any puts. These are not my usual gamble. Like, if I'm going to trade earnings, it's a gamble, right? It's a coin toss. It's going to go up or it's going to go down. We'll see where we're at tomorrow morning. I didn't just want to do that with my position, so I did grab August 19th 720 puts. So we'll see where those are at tomorrow. I wanted to give it a little bit of time so there's not just that IV crush. If it's up tomorrow, but next week it's red. We got the Feds next week. Wanted to give it time. I'm actually going to manage that. Usually in an earnings play, I take it the next morning. I give it to the nearest nerd at the bid. Just, here you go. It's yours. So that's that play. That was just to hedge my shares. The only YOLO I took, let me make sure. Before I say the wrong thing, I did grab a couple of spreads, bullish spreads. 745, 750s for the July 22nd. Yeah. So those expire. So all I need Tesla to do is be above 750, and I make 100% on that. We're right on the dance floor. So tomorrow I won't let those go. I won't let those go red. If we're green tomorrow, I don't want a take profit Friday coming in and just send us right back down. So I'll lock that in and just make whatever money I do on those. Interesting enough, as earnings came out, Tesla jumped up into the zone. I did buy some extra shares, and I'll give you my exact fill. I told my mentorship I'm selling shares. At 4:08 in 2 seconds is the actual timestamp. I sold my shares at 771.03. To give you a little hint why, we jumped up, we hit the magic yellow box, it's earnings, didn't expect it to stick. We've seen these happen time and time again where it jumps up, hits the zone. Whether it's magic or coincidence, we'll just keep going until it doesn't work anymore. But anyway, that's where I sold some shares. I did buy those shares today, so it wasn't much on those. In fact, I bought those shares at 741. Didn't even really make much on those. So from 741 to 771, so $30 per share. Nothing crazy. Where I see is let's get into Bitcoin real quick. We got the announcement. We did see Tesla sold 75% of their Bitcoin to obviously help pad the books. With shutdowns and all that. Hearing the earnings call, by the way, I just want to go ahead and say this publicly now because I do watch Steve and Mark Ryan sometimes on Solving the Money Problem. There's a couple things that irk me. I just have to say it. He always talks about how smart he is, how much he thinks like Elon, and I can already see there's a part in the earnings call where they talked about some C++, some coding, so the guy asked Elon a question, and Elon says, only 0.01% are going to even recognize this or answer this, but I will. So I'm already not ready for the, well, I knew that. I knew everything, and I was mind blown by that. That was great. Great stuff. If everyone else, all you peons, were smart, you would recognize that too. It wasn't that baffling. I do understand it. Just to get that out there before it comes. Hopefully not. Please don't. That's not how I want to start my morning. So they sold Bitcoin, which I don't know why this doesn't surprise me. We made a joke about this a while back, so I don't want to say I called it. But we were talking about when he would have sold Bitcoin and if it would have been one of these red candles. I wish I had the exact video to reference that. But I was saying I wonder if Elon or Tesla sold any Bitcoin. Right, this Bitcoin sell-off was not hard to find out. If you're new to my channel, I said this last year. I was on the Bitcoin's going to go to 100K camp because we were just trending up. We were rolling up there. We were doing just fine. The hype was there, and it was just rolling. So I was like, man, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see us go to 100K. But also next year is going to be bad. That's also where I'm going to be buying. So I actually am buying up Bitcoin. I do buy it every week, but I think we got a little bit lower, and I'm going in quite a bit more. This is the same enthusiasm I'm coming with when I made my first Bitcoin video. It was right here at 16,000. I watched Bitcoin react to the dollar. I said that's institutional participation. This isn't just the retail thing anymore. There's big money in here. So anyway, fun ride up, and now I'm buying more. Same enthusiasm. I told you guys back then at 16, someone said I was buying it at the peak, made fun of me. Haven't heard back from that guy yet. But I'm sure he'll pop up soon once he gets right back down there. But that is where I'm looking at. I'm hoping it goes to 10K. That's where it's at. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they both have crashed 85%. Like, when the stock market crashes 50%, like, those are buys. Like, that's like recession, whatever. That's a buy, provided there's good companies. There's a bunch of crap out there. But just in general, SPY drops 50%. It's probably time to pick up some shares. Now, when Bitcoin drops 85%, that's when it's time to pick up some coins. That's when everybody says crypto's dead, it's a scam, and the people that don't really know much, right? No real vision or anything. They can't. I imagine those people have a hard time seeing past their own nose. Or, you do you, I'll do me. We'll check our P&Ls 5 years from now and see where we're at. Ultimately you're making your own decision with your own money. 10K is where I really want to buy a lot of Bitcoin at. However, I think that's going to be a lucky few that get that. Maybe we pull remember last time when Bitcoin was down, it just hung out, went sideways forever. Maybe then we get the option to buy it at 10K. I don't think this is the bottom right here. I know some people are already saying that. Honestly, 10K is my mark, but I'm going to start buying it at 14. So I'm going to start filtering and start buying some on its way down there. I feel like if there's a mad dash to it, we touch that for a little bit, and then buy orders start picking it up and send it back up. So while I'll have limit orders set, last thing I want to do is watch Bitcoin drop to 12,000, be picky and say I'm only going to buy it at 10, and then just miss the turnaround. We did see the reaction to this. Okay, so let's see. So Bitcoin's been running. It's been on a decent push. Okay, so Elon announces, or Tesla's earnings come out. We find out Tesla sold Bitcoin. Okay, now all of a sudden Bitcoin sells off. Algos trade that fast, and they scan keywords. So that's another reason I'm actually even more bullish Bitcoin. This isn't kids' money. This isn't you and your $200 in Robinhood. This is actual money in Bitcoin. That's why I get excited. I didn't really care for Bitcoin before. I rode it from like 7,000 to 20,000. That was just a pump and dump. Yeah, I was making fun of people in Bitcoin because I said it's digital. So I was laughing at them, telling what do they think their debit card is? What do you think that real random digital currency you're paying with? I was that guy. But then I happened to actually catch it interact with the dollar. And that's when I found out, like, again, it's just not retail money anymore. And this only shows it off even more. Tesla already sold their Bitcoin. They didn't sell it today, and that's the red candle. Tesla already sold. So the algos pick that up as in someone else already sold a big chunk. Sell side drops it. They sell some. That still only further proves my point that Oh, anyway, I'm just buying Bitcoin. I think institutions are in it. It's hard to even have this conversation because there's the people that think it's a religion, and then there's just the other people that are just, well, it's a good thing they weren't there in the caveman days because they probably would have never invented the wheel. They would have never found fire. They just wouldn't really be anywhere right now. So anyway, those are my thoughts and opinions. As Bitcoin, I think it does come down. It's been on a nice run. I like watching my account go up, but I don't think this is the bottom for that. I was excited to see the reaction, though, to Tesla earnings on that. To wrap up what I think Tesla's going to do for the week, I forgot to charge my crystal ball. But I meant to shout someone out. What's his name? Oh, you know who you are. You're from Own the Chaos. He said, "Mark my words." I marked him. I did take a screenshot. Let's bring him up. Let's give him the attention he deserves. Mark your words. Marked him. I screenshot it. Let me get you out here. I really like it when people like do this. All right, I will. I appreciate that. Come on. I texted to a few people, so I'm just looking at my text message to see if I can find it really quick. Give me 2 seconds. Because that was a funny... I want to give this guy proper recognition. He said Tesla to 500. Now I tried to be sure. I said 599, 500. Like, no, it was 500. And he was real adamant about it. I thought, wow, I could really pick up some cheap shares if that were the case. That wouldn't be that bad. He might have to just hop in on a future stream, though. D Karma. DK, I like those initials. Let me just bring that up. I found it. Go bring that up there. Mark his words. They are marked 500. So if that's the case, Tesla's got a steep drop tomorrow. Now, if he's right, there's going to be a lot of alerts going off. Tesla's dropping, $150. $250. Sorry. My math is as good as his, apparently. Anyway, that puts it right down this blue zone. That'd be catastrophic. I assume that'll probably get halted on the way down. Might even bring the market with it. We'd probably experience full capitulation. I, however, don't think that's going to be the case. If there is any profit taking tomorrow, what I am actually concerned about is the market sentiment in general. We jumped up, we hit the expected move, we hit the magic yellow box. Everything I drew out on Sunday for you guys on this channel. But also, we did the same thing with the S&P. Now, we got outside the expected move, and we reined it back in. The only concerning thing was this move up right here. That looked a little suspicious. It was just really fast and out of nowhere. So, I'm curious, was that... with everyone being so bearish, are they trying to just sift some of these bears out? Try to get them on the edge of, no, the market's going up, get them out of their position. That's what creates liquidity for the big players to actually send this thing short. Everyone's so bearish right now, but who are they selling positions to? They got to keep the hope alive. Borderline tinfoil hat theory, nothing I can obviously prove, but that's kind of my thoughts and why I'm curious what's going on with this. Because if we do see the markets, if the fireworks are done for the week and we start to sell off, I'm curious, and I don't think Tesla... if the market's red, I don't think Tesla's green. We've seen that plenty of times before where the market could be on fire and Tesla's just skipping down the sidewalk, just fine. Bright green. Everything else is red. There's one green dot on the heat map, and it's Tesla. I just don't think it's going to be that tomorrow. Sorry to anyone that's short. That sucks. Anyone that bought calls and puts tomorrow, like IV Crushed is going to be a killer. That's the name of the game when you gamble earnings, though. Nonetheless, I think the earnings were awesome. I thought the call was great. I think there's a lot of positive things. There's a reason why this is and will continue to be my number one position. Yeah, not that I want it to go to 500 because I like my money going up. I would probably own enough Tesla to hold it above 500. I'll put it that way. So I'll wrap it up here, guys. Let me know in the comments down below. Did you trade it? Did you gamble it? Are you just going to own it? Did you hedge it? What did you do with Tesla? I don't care if you called it, if you didn't actually play it. What did you actually do? And what are your thoughts? Oh, a lot. I want to hear from you guys. Are you bullish Bitcoin? Are you bullish Tesla? Man, I figured out Gordon Johnson. That's another video coming out. I got him figured out. He's exposed. I'm going to put it that way. I'll see you guys in the next video.